Hey Nicolas, welcome at our new factory, faytech 2017. It's thank you for coming back again. I think we changed quite a lot. So you can see here we are at our entrance. We have now a quite nice meeting area with several meeting places. Here's our main factory place. We are now on 2 floors, overall 3,400 square meters. And I think we go first up to have a short outdoor presentation. We finally installed on the top floor a testing area where we now really all the time have our products under harsh environments. It's really getting hot here. Today it's a little bit a cloudy day, but under full sunlight it's really like a torture. You filmed it already in the US, so we for sure use now our systems also in the factory. I have a secret key.
Is it super stable and people are very happy with this product?
For sure. I mean, we did it, huh?
Yeah.
And so we build up here a test area, and it's really helpful in the full sun to see how the systems operate, how everything is running. And I think, again, today it's cloudy, it's a little bit a pity, but you see that our products, you can see just perfect in the outdoor side. And it's really like also learning, to be frank, that it's all touch.
There's a nice big one there. How big is this?
Capacity, that's a 32-inch. It's an IP65 touch PC, completely sealed. You can see like this. I think it's hanged in Paris. Where are you from now? From Switzerland. But on the Champs-Élysées, they have this to show some manuals. This is like our old solution that we provided already for 4 years to a customer in the US. They even have it in Texas, yes, and that's the idea, that you can really clearly see it also in the outdoor.
You talk about lumen or nits or?
We have after bonding always 1,000 nits plus, and that's especially together with optical bonding enough in the sunlight. It's a little bit a pity that now it's not so hot bright, yeah. But we set up extra here that's our standard monitors, and when you have the full sunlight, for sure you cannot see the left one. Okay. You have to come next time when there is more sun. We have here our complete warehouse, and let's
the
go.
Warehouse. Can we just check it out 1 second?
I think we can we make a complete drawing.
Okay.
Seriously. I think we changed so much. We can make probably the longest video in your history.
So how many guys and girls do you have now in your company?
We have now in China more than 150. I think we will soon go close to 200.
And you're also expanding around the world, right? What's going on with your expansions?
We are quite, especially we improved a lot about cleanliness. So I have also to put on my shoes. You will have to put later on a jacket. And yes, we have in Germany, we will write about a newsletter. We will have our second office. Denke ich, ja. Let's say hello to my wife.
Hi, nice to meet you. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
What's going on here? You have a meeting?
Yes, we have a meeting. These two are our supplier for our partner.
All right. This is a nice meeting room here with nice chairs and stuff. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice woman. So for sure that doesn't change. It's really I'm seriously happy. You will see. It's most of the people are still the same, and we just get more and more. But we are able to keep, let's say, our old guys, and that is really important to help. You put on shortly the cover.
Yeah.
It works.
Yeah.
Very good.
Right there.
Almost. Okay.
Yeah.
Meeting.
Oh, let me have this on. Okay. There.
I think you can put it on later, but
Okay. I'll just put it on.
I help you.
Just 1 second. Just need this
So,
on.
Nicolas in our ESD shirt.
Okay. Thanks.
Beautiful. So this is our office area now. We can start to the right. So Xiaolila, you met already. The old reception girl is Landling. She is now doing import business, and that's again what I see. We really see for that people develop in our company. Afei, one of the oldest since 2010, and for sure around him a team. We have an HR specialist. Mark, Joanna, you also see from the old videos. Lily is missing. And then we have, I have to say that's really the only place where we have a lot of changes is in our sales area. And we talked a little bit before about it. We said, okay, it seems like I'm the only foreigner who is happy living in China, at least at faytech. And we sent the other foreigners to Germany to solve the German operation. And I put Andy on the lead for the international sales team, so APEC. He joined already 2015, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he did a real fantastic job in China. He grew the Chinese business from really zero to $2 million this year. I think significantly more than 2 million. And so I think he's the perfect choice to run now our international sales and the Chinese sales team.
What's the strategy to convince all these customers?
So our strategy is for this 1 year, our sales department people growing up, and in the China, I planning in later 2 months. We have a branch office in China East, and we are focused on the touch devices, kiosk key, digital signage, and we also focus more for the optical bonding business.
Because the Chinese market is big potential also.
Yes.
Yeah, finally, we grow also on that one. Paul is our marketing director.
Hey.
And what are you doing now?
Oh, nice.
I'm thinking about doing a new
T-shirt.
for employees here.
It looks very cool.
You know my one?
Yeah.
my t-shirts
How
are
old is
also
this?
here. It's I don't know, 3-4 years, and it's difficult to still keep it.
It looks like Ajax Amsterdam football team.
Yeah,
Or
looks like
Stuttgart. BFV Stuttgart, right? Or which team do you prefer?
I think at the end I ended up with Bayern Munich. I'm not sure if I should say. And then let's say here, it's now our production area. My wife's sitting here. We have then very new Haber, who's our vice president. He helps us incredible to let's say get all the growth process, everything running well. It's really now too much to handle alone. Afei and this desk is doing the PMC. Then we have material management, sourcing, and then we go here. For sure, also again, that's really what I'm thankful and happy about. Nathan, also
Hey.
since 2010 with us.
Hey, what's up?
Good, thank you.
Yeah.
Don't make the guys too nervous, huh?
Yeah.
Alan, for sure, also
Hey.
since when? 2011? Oh, also 2011.
Yeah, 2011.
11, and he's for sure our how to say you are the basic cornerstone of every design we do, and that's also let's say for sure nothing new. He's now working on an updated kiosk design. We have in the US a lot of kiosk installations lately, but
What is that?
this or that?
Yeah, this one.
What is it, Evan?
Kiosk.
A kiosk.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. With a big screen?
Yes.
Yes, and what is special is double side. Double side, and we can integrate the IPC and embedded PC and monitor.
So it's really like that's our idea, and that goes solely back on him. That we say we have 2 single-sided kiosks, but with really just a little bit invest in work, you can make out of 2 single-sided, 1 double-sided, and install it. And
what is this?
This the people now like in the US. And just for your example, Alan couldn't speak English when he joined. Also Afei, and this is really I'm happy about the progress of the people, and that's really the dream that the people grow with the companies growing.
Did he teach you English?
Yes, my boss teacher.
Probably I'm not the best role model in speaking. This is, for example, a mold opening we do for an industrial customer in Germany. For sure, it's just right now a sample, but it will be a very rugged IP67 system with a capacitive touch, which we also customized for him, special buttons, very silicon, and for sure then optical bonding, high brightness and so on.
Is this a TV or is real? What's going on behind you?
Behind me is our production. Let's go there.
Right.
And okay, we can make. I'm sitting here. I also have to wear my jacket, and also really it's what I like. Wei was first our repair engineer on the assembly line. He's now overseeing the development. Jin Sung is since 2010 here. Bao Qian came then as assembly engineer. Is now overseeing the service in China. Nick is also one of our cornerstones.
Can we check what he's doing?
What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm write a firmware to make an Android display. Okay.
So Android display, and right here it's an A20 Allwinner. So you have some ARM solutions, right?
We still have the A20 solution. We introduced now a V40, and okay, that's probably a good point. And we you know it. We focus on industrial customers, and for industrial customers, you need always. Often it's really just a small thing, but you have to always change and do things that it fits well into their machines or in their environments. And that's we invested really a lot the last years. We have now also in Germany. Application designer, hardware close application designer, and that's a pity for your people who check it. We just have next week an own hardware developer who is doing then embedded hardware drivers to support also our customers.
Like firmware stuff.
Right. At least a little bit technology. We have and it's a little bit pity that when you check our newsletters, the last newsletters, you have. What I have now, that's a presentation. Okay, here. So we have an active pen where you where it also changes you know when you touch slightly and strongly, very close, and we develop, and that's really totally new. Passive pen, which makes also the system then total precise and let's say it's a very cheap solution to include with our capacitive touch panels. It's unique, and we see for that this year we will put this as a standard to our accessories. We have I don't know if you saw the video. We have now even capacitive touch where you can touch. It's really that's no fake. It's a real hard glove. We have a water improvement solution. So this is what Leo is doing. He was I think also already in the last video here. He joined us in 2015. And for sure, that's the point. We do the touch controller design by ourselves. We do the touch panels. I don't know. You see it latest. You see it when you open our devices, and so this comes all from us, mainly from Leo. He is now also an assistant. We go and you will see that with optical bonding also further to do the touch panel production by ourselves. Again, Jinsung, it's all the old faces, they just look a little bit older. But Jinsung is doing our PCB design. So, and that's for sure also our strength, that whenever a customer needs something special, then we can quite easily help on.
What kind of PCB is working on right now?
My Chinese is still, that's a disaster. My Chinese is not improving. I think he's working on an embedded daughterboard. But, okay.
Right.
So this is our, let's say, engineer part with a service station. And then I think we can go now, our finance department, we can go now to the interesting part, and really that changed so much. Yes, I think we can go over there we can see it best. So this was really a big investment last year. It's a class 1000 clean room, so the whole area is 300 square meter is class 1000. And what you see in the back is even then a class 100 room.
They were walking around in bunny suits.
Yeah, wonderful. Huh? I think we don't go into that one. And but what you see on the back is that we have large format, 65 to 86 inch. And we can do the optical bonding in-house, and that makes us really very unique in the world to be able to produce such large optical bondings.
So what are they doing right now?
And here, let's say this is our old sample room. So here what we are doing is we do this just a touch panel on panel gluing, just by air gap. So the bonding is on the back, and they also open here panels and rework the high brightness. But right now they just do the touch panel bonding. And on the other side, we have our production. But seriously, we can go in here, and Nicolas, that makes us really unique. At least following my best knowledge, we are the only touch device manufacturer who has his own optical bonding in-house. And we combine there again, let's say, best of two worlds. We have a very good glue, which we buy directly in Europe, and that gives us a competition advantage against even the Chinese supplier. And what Andy says, one of the big chances we have is even for the Chinese market to do optical bondings. And Okay, here we are now on our production side, also that you see everywhere. Let's say at least we doubled. So last time you saw it, we had just a single operation line, now we have two. Also even the management team is quite large. And then it goes, let's say, from the beginning to the end. We have our production assembly. This one, for example, is right now one of the, you shouldn't, this one doesn't look too good inside, but no, it's okay. It's the first production, it was very urgent, a test production for the Indian market, and it will be installed in buses, and we integrate RFID reading, special buttons. We have two video ins with one button you can change, and really the time is so rushed that we have to do so much manual, it's crazy, but also that is our strength, that we, in small quantities, we realize, let's say, flexible, quite reliable solutions.
What does it do to have these finger gloves?
For sure we have first the ESD and the finger, that you don't have the moisture of the fingers going there and no dirt. Also that is a big help, it's all air conditioned now. I mean, you know, the last years it was like a sweatshop coming to faytech. But it's now the whole factory is air conditioned. She's doing some sealing. That's again the butterfly unit you saw in the US. They do it's really a great job. It's they install now every month more than 100 devices all over the US. It's incredible.
The quality is high?
The quality is good. Also there, Nicolas, this is probably something. It's so important to go deep into the project. At the beginning we had a very high failure rate, but you know, and they shouted on us, and we went there, but there are things like installers make fault, there are wrong setups in the software, and it's important that we work together to check these problems out. They are now doing the end test, so that's important. We start at the beginning. Also Michael, he's from the beginning here and always. Yeah.
Managing all this stuff.
And yeah, you will see also here enough people who are really for a long time.
That's a really original.
To the end, and they test.
It's a really original product, and people who live in a building that has this, they must be. Maybe you can measure that their self-confidence and happiness has increased by 10% by having this in the.
For that, you should ask our New York guys. But I like it. I mean, you see it. We use it now also.
And the functionality of the butterfly unit has been improving, like software features.
They steadily improve. The boss you met, the boss of Butterfly, he is very creative, and each talk we have, he comes up with 10 improvement suggestions.
Did you make different versions of it? Did you make the smaller one and everything?
Yes. Yes, we have now a 7-inch, 11 6-inch, and also from the inside structure there were so many changes, improvements. And
so this basically is at the front door of an apartment building.
Right. Yeah.
And you click and it rings your phone.
Oh, we should have done it when we went upside. Yes, you can see it on the smartphone, and then you can switch and open the door. And for sure it's also somehow a security measure, because whenever the door is opened, the webcam makes a shot and sees for that you go in.
Right.
Yes, and here still, let's say, a soldering area, but also there we see for that the fuse goes out. Yeah. So really everywhere we improved our senders significantly. We have here the packaging that's going to India, for example, an 8-inch IP65 with special connectors to be connected in the bus. So this is our packing area.
Yeah. Yeah.
And for example, also in the back, we invested into an SMT machine, and to be more flexible. I mean, that's really our strength. You know, let's say everywhere in the world, you can produce now high quality, large volume. But our strength is, and that's I think also the German way, that you do let's say low volume and high quality to an attractive price. And that's why we invested into an own SMT machine. He checks now the mainboard in what we did with a loop, that we can shortly produce also just 50 mainboards or 10 or PCBs when customer needs. This was really a big headache before, like when a customer needed like 50 mainboards, it was often that we at the end self-soldered because it was more reliable than put it to a PCB and SMT manufacturer, but for sure that's not good for the quality, so we improved that also. So this our storage area. And then we have.
Where are we right now? Are you building a new building over
Yeah,
there?
right. It's that was quite exciting when they destroyed everything up here. They
they
become
use explosion?
a hospital they built up
Hospital, nice.
here. Yeah, I'm afraid we have to move out someday. Our aging area, and then we have here. Let's go shortly. We have here our kitchen area and toilet area. I think we are the only manufacturer in this region who has a toilet where you can sit. It sounds like weird, but you know, it makes us special. With a nice installation, we make in China now also installation service for some customers, and for sure this
This is a small
very nice.
installation.
No, we made it as a video room for our for our employees now, and yeah. And also there we have a little bit of kitchen area that people can make their food when they want. And now we come to our sample area. It's really, I'm a little bit annoyed. The last year we showed so much about our large size and kiosks and so on. Our core business is really to do reliable, well-running 7-inch to 22-inch touch monitors, embedded devices, touchscreen PCs. And you saw on the back we have, on the beginning with Leo, we prepare the capacitive pen, which we will include in all products. And we do here a lot of new solutions further this year. So this is now the sample area. It's with a mirror we are just now
Smart mirror.
presenting, a smart mirror. I have to say the touch, okay, I have to agree. You come too early, it's just set up and we still have to integrate the touch. I'm not sure, okay. You can search things, but for sure that's a fantastic solution that you see yourself and later then you choose and you can put it on. When you come next week, also the touch and everything will run. You're coming too early. Here is an 84-inch we are preparing.
That's big.
And again, this is really completely done by us, assembled in our room. They will run it later. Probably this is already finished. This is now what in the US we have several malls installation, and really that's you should go to the site. It's completely optical bonded, and that makes us really special, and it makes the quality so much better than what you see on normal kiosks. You have less reflections. The picture is crisp. It looks it's really from the surface. So
This is a special aspect
really nice.
ratio.
No,
It's
it's
not
just
16 by 9?
No, it's 16
It is
by 9.
16 by
Yeah,
9, okay.
it probably looks a little strange. We have to be careful, but this is what I told you. I'm really very, very excited. That's the world's first time you see it. Oh my God!
Okay.
I think we will write first time about it in probably 2 months. I had to say I'm now far more careful with making announcements like I was before.
Okay.
But this is our new mainboard. We will introduce it to market on the second half of the year. It's, you know it, we have a close cooperation with ASUS, and ASUS develops for us exclusive mainboard. And this has some really special setups. I think that's first time. And we are now in patenting process, so I don't want to say too much about it. We do some special boards and designs, but this is again the new model we will introduce into the market then with our own molded very nice case based on the Apollo Lake, which will be available as a new standard in the second half of 2017. So what I want to say is, and he's now preparing the first sample, is we really push also strongly on improving our core development. I don't know, he's doing, for example, you ask it, another 7-inch sample for the butterfly, a small one. But we work also, for example, on, this is the first mock-up, on a complete frameless front solution. So our idea is, this one is really just the first and it's all not fitting well, but our idea is that the cover, that the touch panel cover glass is directly the frame. And that you then just have the cover glass as part of the case, and that makes it really quite beautiful. Slowly, I feel like we are through. So I hope whoever checks it, he should check the first video you did. We improved really significantly, and you know it. That's what I always tell you. don't stop improving, and each time, that's what I always say, and so far it was always true. Each time you visit us, the next time you will see a lot of new improvements. And let's end up again on the rooftop. Here you have never been. No camera, I feel like I've been here before. And
We have a view over Shenzhen right here.
yes, today not so nice. I mean,
Tropical
to be frank,
Shenzhen.
that's how it looks. It's the pollution is far better than in most other large cities in
There's a
China.
lot of electric cars here.
But at the end, it's not perfect. We have a full-time cleaning guy. He helps really a lot. And okay, so that's now our warehouse. The goods come in here, and it's so much products inside. We can have a look in the quality department. Here it's really that every product is first tested before it comes into the warehouse. That's why it's also here. So the goods come, arrive, they check everything, and then it's put into the warehouse. We will gear up a little bit test area, even with a room to check for the noise and everything. That we find out
Speakers are
any problems, right? The speaker's okay. Our temperature room, vibration machine is running, and he makes also now a lot of tests outside. It's really, we test from, I don't know what we have now, 60 degrees test, but we make tests from minus 45 even to 85. But that's right, the long-term tests, like he's making MTBF calculations. So meantime between failure, that we say, okay, when it's expected that our product has a problem, we do at 60 degrees, and that's why it's running. Yeah, I feel like we are through. Any more questions?
Can you talk a little bit about the kind of customers you have and the markets and?
That's a good point. It's really changing. Okay, let's go to the warehouse.
Yeah.
It's really changing. The optical bonding changed more or less everything for us. And we have now in China really large quantity, high volume partners who just use us as a bonding service. We have a lot of projects also for really A brands. With NEC we have now, for example, in India a lot of installations in buses. There we won several larger projects. In Germany our typical customer is, let's say, the factory which goes for Industrial 4.0. That means they put the touch PCs on the assembly lines to be more efficient. I'm looking forward. This is also what I want to see here in our place. Probably when we are next time coming here, I want to make also everything automatically. But okay, that's
Like Amazon.
yeah. I think so professional we doesn't have to be, but right. It's at least, let's say, everything is quite well set up with the right wording and so on. And so in the US we have more like interactive customers, like on the point of sale. So let's say every country has a specific, let's say we have specific successes and strengthening. We try to deliver, let's say, a reliable, attractive priced touch device solution to help. Oh, then we make a complete circle. They even.
And so here we're back out to the golf course.
Yes.
And so there's you said 150 right here.
Yes.
Then you have Germany.
We have now in Germany, we just opened another office in Munich. It makes quite a lot of sound, probably you go
Let's
back.
go a little bit over here.
And we have an office in Munich. We have in Germany now over 15 people. In the US we have with a joint venture already also now 6 people. And I expect you heard Andy, he wants to open this year at least 2 sales office and service office in China. We have now the ability to serve the whole China with our people. And probably with a little bit luck, we will also have other regions where we will build up joint ventures.
So you were talking about selling stuff in India.
Yes, it's
India is a big country.
India is a very special situation. The government pushes now very strong for made in India. It makes sense, right? Like China is so successful because they pushed for that everything is produced in China, including the internet. With the firewalls, they made QQ, Tencent, Alibaba strong. And in India, they now go for the same. So they focus on made in India. And they have high custom duties for finished goods to import. When the products are parts, you have less custom. And because of the quantity we have, we prepare now, you're right, a faytech Indian operation. And that should open in the second half of the year. But that's also very, very early. And I think we will inform about it in one of the next newsletters.
And I guess every day you have potential new customers that are asking for new things to do. And you could always come, there's going to be more and more touchscreens, bigger, better, stronger, and optically bonded, right? Everywhere.
You know, all the growth came because of you started filming us. Since that moment, it's really, we have it, and for sure I'm happy about this. We have from time to time, oh, I saw you on Nicolas' YouTube channel, and I think I want to work with you. It's definitely, the touch business is dramatically growing everywhere, and there is almost no industry which doesn't go on touch devices. And luckily, yes, that's what we provide. And because we do everything in our factory, in our hands, including the optical bonding, we have, I think, right now a good market position, at least for the industrial world. Let's say for sure I can't compete with somebody who's producing 1 million devices each time like a Samsung. But when you go for industrial, for let's say customized, special products, which are a little bit different than the standard, then I think we are the best partner you can choose.
Customized might be the biggest market, actually.
If it's the biggest, but it's fair. It's again, we are quite growing. Next time when you see us, we should have again significantly improved. We are searching now for 2 more floors, and we are seeing.
You have to build up there.
Right.
Yeah.
We will see. It's yeah.
So every mayor should watch this video, and ministers and all these kinds of people, they need to get involved, right? They need to put these like in on the public
right.
squares, public streets, public everywhere.
For example, bus stations and yeah.
Cool. All right, so looking forward to come back later soon.
Great.
And then see what happened then.
Okay.
Right,
Thanks very much.